Hey guys, how's it going? It's Smash King. I'm back with some more Fire Emblem Heroes, and it's time for our Mythic Hero. I would say reaction, but it's not really reaction. We already know who it is, thanks to the last week's Fate channel. And so this is just gonna be just banner reacting, honestly, because we already know what Loki does. I'll go over it again in case anyone missed my uh, video on the Fate channel. If you want to go back there and check out my reactions on it. But if you're here just for the Mythic Hero reaction, let's just get into it. And I'll go over her skills again, just in case you missed the last video. So we are getting Mythic Loki, and we'll just see who's on the banner with her.
Now that you've seen what I look like as a
Ah, she's
god,
still
what do
censored.
you think?
I really hope that's not in
Are you ready
in
to
the game
fall
when she
in
comes
love
out.
all over
Guess we'll find out
again?
tonight.
Which one's mine?
She is a dark mythic, but for whatever reason they keep showing her on offense, which confused the heck out of me when she was first revealed. But yeah, she is a defense mythic. She's dark. So yeah, I don't know why they keep showing her on offense, but maybe it's because they just want control over her skills. Alright, anyway, let's get into Loki. Mythic Loki, we've got Supreme Toke. This is enables Canto 1. Calculates damage from staff like other weapons, so we got Wrathful Staff built in. Accelerate special trigger. And start of turn, if unit's HP is above 25%, grant special cooldown count -1 to units, so we got Quick and Pulse built into your weapon. Start of combat, if unit's HP is above 25%, grants attack res plus X to unit. X is equals 6 plus 20% units res at start of combat. Unit, so this is visible res. Unit makes a guaranteed follow-up attack, and unit deals damage equals to 20% of units res. So we've got extra res based. You've got extra attack and res based off of your current res at the start of combat. Then you've got you also have an extra 25% of units res in addition, but that's during combat. So she'll get her start of combat effect. So that's the first effect in the list there will be. I'll also have 20% of that. So yeah, so she'll get quite a bit of true damage just based off of her res. You get Return Plus and Glitter of Light. So this is what skill that was Hortensia's. So this is the with flash effect and deals 45% of foes resistance. So it's a bit like dependent on foes resistance for damage, but the flash effect is very powerful because that affects foes within 2 spaces of target. So that's always helpful because if users aren't running Null C Disrupt, then tough luck. This is why like I'm still running my legendary female Alir with Null C Disrupt because flash effects are just everywhere these days. It's honestly why I haven't come up with a new tank. Like I may put Null C Disrupt onto Emblem Ike, but Emblem Ike really likes Lagu's friend, so I don't know. That's why I haven't made the transition to Legendary to Emblem Ike for my Omni tank build, but I should just do it because Emblem Ike is just pretty much unkillable even if he gets flashed. So yeah, let's. So we got the rest of her kit. So she has attack, res, catch 4, which is perfect because she's has penalties like crazy. Thanks to her B and C skills, she's giving penalties out like they're candy. So catch 4 will give her extra attack and res based off of if there's penalties on the unit, and she'll get she'll get +9 attack and res if they have a penalty. And her B skill is Dazzling Discord, so this is Dazzling Staff with that also gives out Discord within 5 spaces of unit, and then foes within 2 spaces of those units. So basically, everyone's getting discorded. There's almost no way to really avoid that one unless you send a unit out solo. And that is a inheritable B skill, and then her unique C skill, her preferred C skill is Divine Deceit. So start of player phase or enemy phase. So this will bypass Elamine, false start. If any foes at cardinal directions of unit have res that's lower than unit's res +5, affects gravity on those foes. This one's a bit harder to do. You have to line up the units perfectly, which is also hard to do on defense. So this one's a little bit niche, but still good if you can get it. Basically, foes will just have to avoid Loki in a pretty like in a row in front of her. A start of player phase or enemy phase, again bypassing Elamine. If any foes within 3 rows or 3 columns centered on unit have res that's lower than unit's res +5, it affects ploy and exposure on those foes to their next action. So this is a way to get around stuff like Brave Robin. Sorry, Legendary Robin, not Brave Robin. Brave Robin's Rally Spectrum is still a way to stop that. Exposure obviously is extremely powerful. Start of turn effects trigger on player phase or enemy phase. Oh, sorry, after start of turn effects trigger on player phase or enemy phase. If any foes within 3 rows or 3 columns have more 3 or more bonus effects active, excluding stat bonuses, neutralizes those effects. So that's pretty crazy considering everybody has bonuses these days. Like, it's hard to have less than 3 bonuses on any unit at any given time, and this shuts down a lot of Omni Tank builds that you generally like. For example, I have my Omni Tank build with Legendary Lear. I just stack like she has special acceleration. I have Veil running with her, which is Resonance Blades and Resonance Shields. So that's already 3. And I think she gets another one. I think I also run if I have enough slots, I run Brave Robin, so that's Rally Spectrum as well. So it'll basically shut down stuff like that, which is pretty nuts. And because it's on defense, this is pretty perfect for a defensive unit because you don't have to worry because this area is pretty wide. It's hard to avoid this on ether raids. So good luck with trying to like avoid Loki doing this. Doing this, you have to use cavalry pretty much if you want to avoid that kind of range. And if foe has any penalty effects active, grants attack res +5 to unit during combat, which is they pretty much always have penalties on unless you can manage to cleanse them, which I don't think you even think you can because this is start of player phase or enemy phase. I don't know if Asker can get around that. He might, but I'm not sure. So to Asker, Freyr. But Freyr is also a defensive unit, so unless you want to bring Freyr onto offense, which hurts your score. So pretty good support unit. I don't think she'll be great in combat. She'll probably be decent in combat. She's a really good she's pretty good magic nuke. But I don't think she's going to be too crazy because we have so many instances, so many ways to outsource no follow up that she probably only hit you once for decent damage, but that's probably be it. Like obviously all of her utility is all because of her penalties that she's gonna give out. Like she's giving out so many penalties and then she can cancel bonuses. So this is an extremely good defensive unit. Uh, if you have the orbs, you should probably pull for her, but let's see what her share is. If for the share is what I think it is, it's not very good. So let's take a look at what she has along with her. Attacking Freyr with Fell Protection doesn't really protect her.
Try a little harder for me.
Glitter of Light. Yeah, she doesn't do half of the damage. Fell Protection is pretty strong.
I agree.
And this poor Asker's gonna get rolled.
I'll enjoy this.
This might be okay. Oh no, that's full damage. Okay. Does Asker not have any damage reduction? Alright, let's see this banner. Yep, Odor, yep, trash. H3 trash. Thor, not very good. Legendary Nana's still pretty good. Legendary Yuri, okay. There's Guinevere, yep, that's kind of meh. There's getting good gap, okay. And Rion right. Okay, so I think I mentioned in the last video I made, or maybe not the last video, but the one before that. I was mentioning how the Mythic hero banner is probably going to be this one's probably gonna be pretty meh. I think I wasn't expecting Severa. I think I was expecting somebody else, but everybody else is who I expected because of the what Mina776 posted on Twitter. This is who we're gonna be getting, and colorless is yeah, that's who I expected, and it's pretty meh. Like if you haven't got Gnunga Gap like me, like colorless is kind of worth it, but Guinevere is very meh at this point. This whole banner is pretty mid, to be honest. Like green is absolute garbage. Red is not very good. Honestly, the only reason you want red is because of either you want Nana because she's still a pretty good nuke because she still ignores pretty much all non-special damage reduction. She just punches straight through that, which is great. I'm not sure if she quite has the attack power anymore these days, but still being able to ignore all non-special DR is very nice. But there's a lot of units coming out with special DR these days, so. But either way, Nana's still very good. Severa's amazing fodder. Like, That's the only reason. Those two are the only legit reasons to pull on red. Legendary Yuri is pretty meh, and we just had him for arena season, so it doesn't help. He's probably not getting rerun for arena season for a while. Um, and then blue is pretty good. We got Nerthus, Veil, and Rearmed Reinhardt. Rearmed Reinhardt, I still think isn't that great. Didn't it's not really reminiscent of the old days when Reinhardt was OP as hell. Veil is very very good. Veil pretty much makes Astra season free, especially because we didn't get new anime mythics, so Veil still gets to basically run Astra season for free. She's just so good. Like she's just her damage reduction and her scowl effect, perfect. Just mwah, chef's kiss. Honestly, if you haven't gotten Veil yet, you should really get her. And then Nerthu's pretty good for Gale Forces, I think is what I'm pretty sure her niche is. I don't know. I don't run Gale Force builds. I know I should, but I just don't. But yeah, this banner is not that great. So maybe you should probably maybe if you don't have Gununga Gap, you should probably wait to pick up Mythic Thor when she sorry Mythic Loki when she reruns, hopefully on a better banner than this. I think she'll be back in like 3 months time. So my recommendation is to skip this banner unless you don't have Gununga Gap. Then I think you're okay with summoning on this banner because otherwise this banner is pretty trash. Even I'm considering not summoning on this one. Like, do I really need to summon on it? Eh, not really. Like, it's just not good. Like, I don't know if I can waste 155 orbs just to pull Loki. And unless you're a whale and you're trying to get the merged ordeal so you can get those 600 dragon flowers, I mean, it's not as limited. Those will come up again at some point. Uh, just honestly, just use your free summon. Like, I don't even know if I'll pull on this banner. I might wait because this banner's coming out, and then we have new heroes coming out next week, and then special heroes comes out like the day after that. We're gonna be getting some new stuff really soon. So my recommendation is probably to wait. This should be up for 2 weeks, right? Let's see, at least 2 weeks. Yeah, 2 weeks. So next week we're gonna get the new reveal for the new heroes and special heroes. It should be the Fallen banner this month, I believe, and then new heroes is we'll have to wait and see who we get. But yeah, that's just gonna be my reaction. There's really not a whole lot to go over because I already discussed it in the Fate channel. So yeah, you'll probably get a new video from me probably sometime later during the weekend. I'm gonna do some more Fallen Hero stuff. Maybe I'll finally do my Rest of Rihanna story reactions, just to fill in the gaps. Because there's not a whole lot coming out this week, especially if I don't end up summoning on this banner. Like, yeah, no, it's gonna be kind of tough this month. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed my reaction. Check out my other video if you want my my actual reaction to seeing Mythic Loki. And yeah, uh, that's gonna be it for me, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I will catch you all next time. Have you guys have a good one.